Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we're closing in on the end of the month, looking to push for top 1200 Mythic again. Currently starting at 921, 925 for this streak. Ended last night at 808, so just rank decay. This is a brew I have for Best of 1 Historic, and I'm 21-6 with it thus far. I'm pretty much losing to counterspell decks. Pretty much all the creature decks. I've lost to Auras once and Gruul once, but outside of that, we've just lost to combo or heavy counterspell decks. This is a black-white prison or black-white approach the second sun deck. So we're tracking all our stats on untap.gg. If you do want to track your own stats, deck changes, anything like that, I do put in an affiliate link to the companion tool. It's a very, very useful tool. You can also get a whole bunch of deck statistics. It's free to download, free to use. You'll see me using it throughout the streams. Highly endorse the product there. But the deck itself, what are we trying to do? This is a kill everything deck. It is a best of one deck that does have a wish board, so an ability to search your sideboard or your deck for any specific card you want through Mastermind's acquisition. So 4 mana, basically go get whatever you want, put it in your hand. And this really is helpful because we have a number of silver bullets in our sideboard. But really the deck, what we're trying to do is slow down our opponent and then cast Approach of the Second Sun. Approach, if the first time you cast it, you gain 7 life. It goes the 7th card in your library. And then the second time you cast it, you win the game. And then what we do is we try to dig to it faster with stuff like the Immortal Sun. It shuts off Planeswalkers, draws us extra cards. We can search for it with Mastermind's acquisition. We're playing 4 tomes, so it can scry into that. We can pop our Mind Stones. So there's a lot of ways we kind of get into it. Authority of the Council slows down your opponent's haste creatures. It's just an absolute hilarity against goblins where everything just comes into play tapped. Their Muxus just becomes useless. Their Krenko with haste doesn't do anything. We have early removal and Fatal Push and Baffling End. We have a ramp package, a Guardian Idol, and Mind Stone. Going with a split of 4 and 2 just because the card draw is more relevant. Maze Mind's Tome helps us to either draw more cards in slower matchups, filter or scry the top of our library, and the life gain is incidentally reasonable in a lot of cases. We have a sweeper package of Settle the Wreckage, Wrath of God, and Extinction Event. Settle and Wrath are very good against... so Settle is very good against the Muxus turns. Extinction Event's very good against Auras, and you can kind of play around that. This is also good against Neoform. The combination of Authority and Settle lets us play around Neoform pretty well. We have some Vraska's Content as targeted removal and life gain. Again, just at instant speed, I prefer it. The Immortal Sun shuts off your Planeswalker's abilities. We do have a Miria's Call for creatures. We do have Castle Ardenvale, so there are games where you just win with like beatdown creatures to kind of draw out your opponent. Now the sideboard. This is a collection of cards. Tormod's Crypt for immediate graveyard exile when you don't have the mana. Bloodchief's Thirst is just catch-all removal that can hit planeswalkers or creatures. A Thoughtseize when you need to kind of just sneak something through. A Grafdigger's Cage to shut off like combo decks. Wand is for the slower matchups when you need to shuffle cards back into your library. Rest in Peace shuts off like Arcanist, Cat Oven, like basically any kind of the graveyard combo decks. Necromentia when you need to pull a specific card out of your opponent's library. Vraska's Contempt, another one, just as another catch-all removal. Karn shuts off like the engine decks. Cleansing Nova against like 9 lives or the colorless control decks. Thought Distortion's my favorite card to pull out against like the blue-white control decks. Just obliterate their hands. Take everything in there. An Ugin to just kill everything. Ulamog, another way, even with the cast triggers, a way you can target your opponent's stuff. Heliod's Intervention and Torment of Hailfire. I'm actually just having played this matchup. I do want another answer to Teferi. So I'm going to go with probably Spyglass. I needed an answer to like a Resolved Planeswalker that's not heavy mana if we sneak it through. So Spyglass can at least shut it off. So that's pretty much the deck. Even searching Karn then lets you search up a couple other things. So it's the best of one deck, but like I said, you get to play it in... you effectively get your sideboard as well. So we'll fire this up. We're going to be playing some ranked games. I think there's like 47 hours left. So let's play this out. See how it goes. As always, if you're catching this on YouTube, if you can, like, comment, and subscribe. All are free and easy ways to help out the channel. Do appreciate if you can. And if you do want to know when we go live on Twitch, as always, you can just hit that follow button. Another free way to support the channel. Our mana base is very awkward here, but we go first. I think we keep it. Hopefully it's a creature deck. Having access to push effectively on one still. If we were on the draw, I wouldn't keep this. Okay, so we can go... If we draw land, an untapped land, I could go Mind Stone and Guardian Idol. If not, this might be Goblins. It's probably Goblins. I think we just do this now. That doesn't actually... We can probably take 3 here. I just want to set up my mana. Because we effectively have a Wrath of God turn. I can make tokens to block. I have this to block as well. We do want like an Authority of the Consuls. Wow. Okay, so that's an early Muxus, turn 3. I got the haste out of him. So not quite dead, but still a lot of damage here. I can approach next turn, but that was a very quick Muxus. AGX mark should be up. One sec, let me... Do you see Stream Decker up? I can try... Let me close it and reopen it. Cardboard Live should be up. Could Authority here. I think we just do this. It gives us some insulation. That's weird. Let me try to figure that one out. So we're dead on board. Authority's fine. So if I do this, so this buys me a turn. I can block. Sorry about that. Don't know why that's not working today. They do have the pump, so if they see it, then they kill us. They had us dead. They give us a bit of an out here if we draw into a sweeper. Interesting. That's fantastic. I just posted the deck list, Mark. Not sure why it's not working with the overlay today. See if we can get him to tap out. The approach is 5 cards back. We'll probably end up cycling this to draw a card. Chandra is actually kind of annoying. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So I think we're just going to do this. We just want to try to dig deeper to that. 1, 2, 3. Let's go get our approach. They can't kill us this turn because we have the protection of authority. So opponent had us dead. They missed lethal by not pumping. And this is a nice thing with authority. It gives you a buffer, and then it just gives you a win condition where we don't need a board state. Cool card. I'll gain a life. If you get this down turn 1 against goblins, they basically can't really do anything. GG's. Boom. Easy games. They had me a little scared there. 772. Not too shabby. See how... I think if we could get to like 200 or so, we should be good for the rest of the month. That was a turn 3 Muxus we bet as well. Oh, his hand is a keep. This could be Sultai. This will be an interesting matchup. Haven't played against Sultai yet. I think we just set up like this. You don't see much Sultai in best of 1. It's more of a best of 3 deck. We have a lot of answers though. Between like Immortal Sun and stuff, we should be fine. I can Fatal Push one of their lands if they make it with Nissa, so I'm not too worried. Ashiok is a different situation. So I can't actually... cast... because I'm worried about Thoughtseize out of them. So I draw a card, I still have the Fatal Push. I can make the Angels next turn. I need to find my Vraska's Contempt or my approach. Let's see what they draw. Another Mind Stone doesn't help. I think we're just doing this turn. I don't want him to exile stuff. I'm actually going to set an upkeep stop. If we could get the Immortal Sun. I'll take a Contempt. I'm actually going to get rid of the Ashiok. It scares me more. They're also more likely to have multiple Nisas, plus this Extinction event can just get rid of. I just don't want to exile my combo pieces. We can take them off 2 lands. Can also just play this out. Casualties. That sucks. So we're probably waiting 1 more turn. Fatal Push is nice. Think we're honestly just playing this out tapped, saying go. We have the push. Hey Alex, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. So we primarily went through Approach the Second Sun. When you cast it 2 times, you win the game automatically. But I can get Ulamog or Ugin out of my sideboard or Torment of Hailfire and win like that as well. Or just like Castle Ardenvale tokens. Probably taking 9 here. This matchup's been kind of rough. So you can actually trigger Revolt through these Mind Stones, which is kind of cool. If he has a counterspell, then we're just dead. So you can ultimate Nisa here. We play whatchamacallit. So I have 4 copies of Mind Stone that filter through your draws. We can crack the Mind Stone, Maze Mind Stone, Mind Stones, and then you also have the Immortal Sun that draws you 2 cards a turn. Plus, if you have Mastermind's Acquisition, you can just search it. Yeah, I also have 2 copies, so I've actually drawn into it faster. Alright, give me the Immortal Sun. 1 turn, the Immortal Sun. This hand's probably all removal, but it's fine. Just get it out of the way. We're gonna crack this. Like, you can ult Nisa. If we can get, again, if we can Immortal Sun, we're okay. He's gonna have a lot of mana. Problem is I'm short Ulamog here. Guess I can approach. Vraska's Contempt doesn't really do much at this point. Fortunately, we have to get rid of a lot of our mana. This one's been tough. This will give us a buffer at least, hopefully. We just got that seized. Alright, we're dead here. We did! That was tough. You don't usually see Ashiok. We could have dealt with one Planeswalker, but had we seen the Immortal Sun at any point? 22-7. We blank a lot of the removal in that deck, but just not seeing any action. They also didn't see an Uro, to be fair. Okay, so Luris is likely Auras. I have this to get Extinction Event or Settle the Wreckage, so I think we keep this. Tome can also just give us some life. Oh, Arcanist. Okay, so change of plan. We're going to go get Rest in Peace. Actually think we're going to play this tapped. Hey, Paragon. I'm not sure why Stream Decker is not working today. Or Cardboard Live. Here. Deck list is right here. So he took one of our masterminds. Probably just gonna shock myself here. Just want to go get the Rest in Peace. Having two of these against the Rakdos deck is okay. If he has another Thoughtseize or like Arcanist. Okay, if it's just Lurising, that's fine. Gonna take a Scry here. I don't think I mind this. Reason being, it lets me still draw a card. I think we're actually going to do double Scry here. How's it going, Paragon? Yeah, it's been actually really good. I'm 22-7 with it. We just lost to Sultai, but most of my deck losses have been against like control. Okay, so he's not straight Arcanist. Might be this like more aggressive version. Us gaining life here is going to be relevant. I think we keep an event here. Are you doing like aggro or? So I think I'm going to wait with this acquisition until I could cast Rest in Peace the same turn. Just keep my life total high. If he's going to Fatal Push his own creature, I'm fine with that. So he can Luris, cast the Scourge. I can get Rest in Peace. He can't attack with this because then he makes the Scourge worse. We shut off his graveyard. Have you seen Robert Taylor, like Fire Shoes' Pork and Taxes deck? It's like a Selesnya kind of mid-rangey Hate Bears style deck. I don't think we want this right now. I do think we want some removal. So let's go get Rest in peace. Oh, fire shoes. Here, I'll write out this. On Twitter, look up this guy. He like aggregates a whole bunch of deck lists, but he has a green-white like collected companies like Selesnya deck that does pretty well. That was a great draw. Now we're just farming. They could village rights here. But this is what I like about the deck. You can to just get like Rest in Peace, and then this deck is useless. We're at 15 life with 2 tomes going and a Mind Stone. So now I just need to find a win con. So we have 1 tome that's at the bottom. Cool. Deals 3. I'm going to use this one first just to get them both up. Yeah, it's just a matter of us finding a win condition at this point. This'll... Oh yeah, this is far from garbage time. I think we draw here. I'm going to hold this in hand in case they have Kroxa. I don't want to discard this. We probably should have waited. They're digging. Easy. Okay, back into the 800s. Best of 1, you swing a lot. We were at like 772. We lost to a 99%er and dropped like 300 ranks. Now we went up like 250. Welcome all those tuning in. We are playing a black-white prison, black-white approach the second sun, control-y style shell. Opponent goes first. We gotta settle if they're a creature deck. If not, we have a tome. Fervent Champion. Oh, the settle. I've just been playing it. I like to play these kind of meme style control decks, and they're not really effective in best of 3. Okay, opponent's got a quick start. Oh, I needed that Mind Stone for turn 3. We might just be dead. So I need to do this. We need to try to find like Fatal Push. It's easier like towards the end of the month to rank as well, just like from a time wise. Like there's games where you can just have the answer to what your opponent's doing. I think we're dead. 8 this turn. Need a push. Opponent has had a draw. This game would have gone a lot better if we had authority on one, but I don't think we can hit anything here. They just had another BTE. Yeah, we're dead. If we were on the draw or on the play, we would have been fine, but they had... Yeah, that's some of the variants of best of 1. You like that game, pretty much no deck would probably beat that. If they had exactly double Fervent into multiple BTEs, you can't beat it. We did have the turn 3 wipe for them. This hand is a keep. I pretty much auto keep any hands with authority and some ramp. Okay, they're on rogues. Don't see much rogues. So I can Amiria's call. I think I'm just gonna draw this turn, to be honest. I need to find a board wipe here. They are a Thoughtseize deck, so we want to be mindful. They're also getting to the part where they could drown in the lock. It's probably going to be a game where we need multiple. Our deck's not good against counterspells. That's the one thing. So I'm probably going to put an upkeep stop here. Settle would probably be the best, just because I can play around. Another Authorities doesn't do it here. I think we're dead here. If he has another creature. Doesn't. There goes one of our settles. Okay, so we have a vent. Still think we want to scry to see if we can get something. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Like I think like 9-2 last night. You just kind of get these streaks that get going. Yeah. We can't really beat permission, that's the problem. They got to us early. Especially because this deck plays at instant speed. Like you see against like the Rakdos deck, stuff like that. Anything with cheap blue permission, like the deck we don't want to see is so blue-white control's okay, I bet it. Like mono blue tempo is probably going to be a pain. This rogues deck can definitely be a problem between like Lofty Denial. Keep this hand. Obosh probably means had we had our hand against like this last hand against mono red, I think we would have been fine because we had the authority on one. Like even with Gruul, authority shuts him down pretty hard, same with goblins. But rogues is always going to be a problem. Like if I could sneak it through a board wipe, but even our board wipe wasn't perfect there. I think we're going to take the turn to ramp here. It lets me multi-spell next turn. Ooh. Okay, so this version's going to be harder if they're on wizards. They're probably going to have Spell Pierce. Okay, so let's go Black Source here. And then I can Immortal Sun next turn. Refill my hand or have Vraska's Contempt up. We might try to bait them on the Vraska's Contempt. If they tap down this blue mana, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, we're probably going to have to kill this. Taking too much damage here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't really afford to Suns here. Just do this now. So I know they can stomp here. I'm fine with that. Because it means that they spend their turn not stomping my face. Okay, do we live this turn? We've not been on the good side of variance these games. Opponents on like mono burn. I need approach. They just had literal everything. Gotta love when the deck draws perfectly 3 lands. I've been contemplating like a 4th Authority of the Consoles just to like always have it. Like in most matchups it's good. We go first. This hand's probably fine. We go the Authority here. Oh, if this is colorless, then Mastermind's gonna be good. We do need another black source, which is a little awkward. This could just be... What is this deck? Is it burn? Honestly don't know. Mono red control. I don't know what we want just yet. So I think we're just waiting and making like Ardenvale tokens. Okay, so now we're gonna go get a okay, so they're mono red ramp control. I am short mana. Oops. So we have a second spyglass or a second tome to look up here. Haphazard bombardment. Okay, so they're a land destruction deck. So they can't bombardment this turn. They could rubble reading. Here, what do I want? It took me off my second black, which is very annoying. I think we're just doing this. Why are we running into these stupid decks? Demolish? The hell is this? Getting Vraska's Contempt wouldn't have made a difference there. We would have got Rebel this anyways. We're not really situated to beat this deck. Okay, so here probably want to get out my Approach the Second Sun. It's probably my best card here. Because they're going to start blowing up my lands. I could just get the Immortal Sun. They're probably going to do this next turn, and then I can sneak this in. They have shown Demolish, which is a little annoying. See what line blows up. Doesn't give you a chance to respond. This does give me 2 turns. I think we just gotta start trying to go face here. Draw a bunch of cards, go from there. Yeah, whatever. It's not worth our time here. That was a stupid deck. Like, that deck loses to most creature decks. It's just we're slow. So it preys on us. Not doing so hot. We were 21-6. What are we now? 2-5 or 2-4 with the deck? 2-4 this last run. I think we keep this. Wrong side of variance, too many games in a row. Let's just ramp up. If this is Cat Oven. In case they have a Braid. This is fine. We can take a couple attacks with it. I don't want to ramp them just yet. Okay, so they're the Coco version. We'll do it next turn when they attack in. I think we'll do both of these, that's fine. We have a second settle anyways. We just want to try to get Rest in Peace for this matchup. So you want to usually try to get this going before they have a sack outlet. so I do want to try to find a Wrath of God this turn. Or Masterminds. You don't see the Blood Artist version as much anymore. They're at 3 cards. They keep on top. I think we're probably okay waiting one more turn. We have this as a fail-safe if all else goes wrong. Like the only thing we could have drawn there at sorcery speed and cast was like Baffling End. Okay, so they have the Oven. If they have Cat, it's a bit annoying. It's another company. We're still off 12. Not terrible. Doing this now before they have a Devil out. Marius Call's pretty good. I am a little bit worried about Claim, though. Ardenvale's okay. I can gain 4 life. Okay, that's actually good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can rest in peace. Okay, so I think what we do is we get them to do all their sacrifice effects this turn. And then I Masterminds. They do have a lot of Drain available. Shit. Second Oven. Okay, so they're running out of cards. I think we're still doing this. Am I? Because I can rest in peace. How much am I taking here? Keep it on top. So it's 10 damage. Could be Citadel. Okay, well. This buys me a turn at the very least. I can do this, just get a board wipe if needed. Devil's bad. Devil is bad. This guy's drawn 3 collected companies in the top 20 cards. Jesus. So each thing dying is 4 here. Wrath of God. We're short mana to do approach here. Oh, let's see what happens. They gotta do a whole bunch of actions here. So we do... They ping us for 2. We nullify the cat damage. We're probably dead here. We didn't really have an out. Yeah, we're dead. I couldn't get Rest in Peace because then he just sacks his board before. And then we're dead to the board state. We are just not doing well on this one. Started off real hot, but... Wrong side of variance. Also drawing Settle both times is a little awkward because he was able to play around it. And this is a hand where our mana doesn't line up well. I'm gonna bank on this being a creature deck. Do you know what I don't like doing? Hitting yourself for 3 against mono red. Soulscar. So I can take some damage this turn. I could shut off the Soulscar. Probably just shut off Soulscar here. It's a wizard as well. Oh, that's annoying. Where's my board wipes? They're definitely going to have cleave here, because why not? Hey, okay. It's something. We're doing this. They get tokens, but I gain life. And then I can just use this for another board wipe. Okay. Well, that certainly works. Roberto. question is, do we take one more hit here? Okay, that's fine. I'm actually going to keep the other authority on top. And I'm just going to do this now before they can deal any burn damage. Brings me back up to 9. I'm probably okay with settle. Oh, they, I should have waited till they attacked with Robber. Got him. Alright. Back on the good side. I love how we lose a game and we drop like hundreds of spots. We win a game and we stay the same rank. Authority of the Consuls still continuing to be an amazing card. Needed a land for that hand. We'll keep this. I think we go like this. Again, hope it's a creature deck. Hopefully that stalls him down so we could draw some lines. Okay, goblins, that's good. We just need lines. This is how we get lines. That was actually a fantastic draw. So we scry on our end step and then I can draw a card. How's everyone doing today? I always find that line interesting. Okay, so we hit our land. So draw a card here. They don't present much more power this turn. I'm probably just going to go get the Immortal Sun. Since I have the Wrath of God, we can take a couple hits here. That's fine. Cool. Cool. So we're in a good spot. Let's just go get... We just really want card advantage here. Probably Wrath them this turn. Okay. Change of plans. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully they make the mana play out the Snoop. We have the Mortal Sun anyways. I'll just do that. I have the scry. I'll probably end up just scrying here. Okay, they have that on top. They'll probably plus Chandra. Immortal Sun shuts that off. Still at 16. Matron. Go gets Muxus. So looking for just another board wipe here. Guardian Idol is not said board wipe. So this will let us draw 2 cards a turn. It makes our settle cheaper. My guess is... Well, they might not have the land now, actually. They might have been banking on this, so they'll probably go Chieftain here. They have the land there, so it's probably a couple turns we're waiting on this settle. I can make tokens and block. Okay, drawing nothing but lands there is a little awkward. So I can block 3 damage. We'll gain a bunch from this anyways. You generally don't see a Braid. They could have Trash Master. If they have it, they have it. Oh, they do have Trash Master. Ah, I was saying that. It wasn't even paying attention. Well then. So we're doing this. They'll Muxus. This Chandra is something of concern now. Maybe we should have got an approach. They're playing it out cautiously. Why? Why deck? Can't afford the tome this turn. They could ult Chandra. If I block here, that's 8, 11. If they're just going to attack with 2, then we just do this. This might be Krenko turn. Yeah, that's bad. Need Wrath of God, like ASAP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Extinction event. Okay. See if he gets greedy with the Krenko. I need Wrath. Trash Master was like the perfect draw for them. Oh, they just get these and then deal 1 damage, or 5 damage. I was doing well with it. It's just, it's camera shy. We're just getting like bad end of variance. You need another spell. Do you have it? The literal one of Trash Master that they had on top. Brent, MCK, thank you for the follow. Ah, we've lost like weird ways today. Still think we want the authorities. Like close to rare wild card. I need to get some packs. Need one more authority. Hey. Lines are always good. Okay, so let's take a look. Maybe want a little bit more early interaction. Okay, I think we get rid of the Guardian Idols, play an Authority, play another Baffling End. Alright, let's run this. Comeback season. I was 21-6 and we just haven't really chained anything together. We needed a turn without the Trash Master. Okay, sounds good. I think I'd lead on this untapped. The settles have been good, just not like right now. Or like that one situation, we need a Wrath of God. Alright, Thoughtseize. El Greco, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. Okay, so they Thoughtseize here, they're probably on rogues. The fact we've run into rogues twice is kind of silly and Arden Vale's nice here. What do I want with this? Because I want them to play out a bit more to the board. They're kind of incentivized to. I don't want to approach this turn. I could just get Immortal Sun. Think we're just getting Immortal Sun. Well, I appreciate it nonetheless. Probably just getting Fatal Push. So they're not on the Luris build. Yeah, let's just do Fatal Push. Deals with most of this stuff. Just get rid of that. Because they'll play around Settle. They know we have it. I was tempted to get a land there. Just to make sure we hit it. Nighthawk Scavenger. Oh, that was a good draw. Just gonna turn the light on in here. It's got quite dark. Well, we're just never... I wanted to keep up the instant speed in case they had the kind of whatever the 1 mana mill one. I want to give them a card draw. I don't think so. If they want to counter this, then I can just Extinction Event. Cool. Seems like a good trade. They hit for 1. Extinction Event. Can we have a land, please? Thank you. Normally, like the push would be the better line there, but because a lot of their creatures are flash based, we want to be able to kind of play around that. The cool thing with approach, it's just a cast, so even if they counter... Yeah, what are you going to take? You're going to take my win con. I'll just make some dudes. Opponent's also done quite a bit of damage to themselves. They might just have counters here. Okay, so they can mill here. I'm probably going to settle. Yeah, we're going to settle here. And then I'm probably going to pop this Mind Stone. Okay, well, they got the counter there. Let's see if we can draw our last Fatal Push. We don't. It's a little annoying because they got another card draw there. So they might not play around this other settle. Just all the counter spells today. Baffling End would have been good. Bit worried because now they do have the other blue man up. I need a removal spell. Authority's not that. Probably lost this now. They're just going to draw too many cards. We still have all 4 Wrath of Gods in our deck, which is kind of silly. There's one. We still have 2 Contempts. Do they mill a Contempt? Doesn't matter, just play this out now. They most likely have a counter spell. Two drowns, two denials so far. That's not going to do it at this point. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Plays around Lofty Denial. You have the counter? Yeah, the worst matchups are counterspell based decks. So this mono blue, blue white control tend to be, especially the ones that can put pressure. Done awful this afternoon. Gone 3 and 8. Opponents on Luris. I think we need more interaction. I don't know if it's Auras yet. Okay, it's Auras. Cool. Go get Extinction Event. Well, that's certainly exactly what we needed. Okay, so 15. We got rid of a couple cards off them there. I can go Tome here, draw a card. Oh, that's great, especially if they're getting Luris. Because now I can do this. If we draw land, I can go get Baffling End. Cartouche. Blind would be really good here. Probably just settling here. Let them, like, they'll draw a bunch of cards. Can't really do much there, but it sets them back 2 turns. They have Spell Pierce. They played around it with Selfless. I want to try to hit a land here. Or just get them to play this Luris out. What's it like to have it all? If I were them, I would have sacked to give them the chance. So if they sacked, they could have protected their Luris with the Selfless Savior. Cool. I mean, if you're going to keep giving me Wraths, I'm going to keep playing Wraths. Opponent's probably having fun. What do you think? The old Extinction Event Settle, Extinction Event Wrath of God. Or is this a really good matchup? Shram. Doggo. But do they play around the second settle is the question. They usually don't play around the first. I don't think we can be that greedy. I just want to get Baffling End. Oh, they went all in. Where's my Baffling End? Cool. Cool. Oops. Stupid emotes. They changed. I didn't want to say thinking. Alright, you got your Spirit Dancer. You gonna mill out? So exact same play. They're eventually going to run out of stuff. So I can do the Tome with Settle. Yeah, we could Settle. I was just going to do the Baffling End line again. I think I'm just going to go get Ugin after this. If we can find lines. Alright, moment of truth. Do they attack with the Savior? We're on the mill plan, apparently. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just gonna go get Baffling End. It's the safest line. I mean, we just get Ugin. We get Ugin. I think we keep the land here. They're not really in a position to And then we can draw a card here. This might have been too risky. If they have all their whatchamacallit. I use a Logitech C920, I think. It's like the one that all the streamers use. It's like $80 Canadian on sale. I think regularly like $120. C920. It's like the best, like, not officially pro. That doesn't work. They do get a dinosaur for their troubles, but that's fine. They could kill my Ugin here. So we might actually have to scry here. Do they not have enough to kill Ugin? Yeah, that seems decent. Pay for life. We also could gain some life here. You gonna concede? Gotcha. I'm just gonna run to the washroom real quick, and then we'll fire up some more. Alrighty, we back.